We are live at Edgar's Cantina here at T-Mobile Park. It's Wyman and Bob, Seattle Sports on 710. And joining us now on set, a man who's already received a standing ovation when he walked in here. It's tough to top that, but we'll see what we can do. Rookie pitcher Logan Evans is here. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
How cool is that? You walk in and people just start clapping. I'm sure that happens everywhere in life. But look at this.
It's a pretty cool thing to have such great fans, obviously, here at T-Mobile, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it, but I enjoy it every time for sure.
Yeah, what have you noticed about this fan base based on some of the places that you've been? I know you're from Michigan originally, but it's a pretty dedicated group here.
Oh, absolutely. Just like you said, they're pretty dedicated. They love the Mariners, and obviously when we're playing well, they're right behind us, so I enjoy it.
What was the dream growing up? Was it always to be a pitcher? Were you a shortstop? Were you a fielder? What was the dream, and who did you sort of emulate?
That's a good question. I actually grew up wanting to be a third baseman. I wanted to hit pumps and show off my arm at third base, but I don't think my athletic ability gave me that. So I went over to the mound and took well to that. I think growing up, my favorite player was Brandon Inge when I was watching the Tigers when I was younger. So. Yeah, that was a dream, but didn't come to fruition, but still got here. Just at a different position.
Tell us about the clubhouse and just some of the guys that have either come up and talked to you or you've consulted just to, what's it like being a big leaguer? Tell us about how that's gone for you. Anybody stand out?
Yeah, well, this clubhouse is super close, tight-knit group. I felt welcome from day one. Gotten to talk to a lot of them. Rowdy is a guy who stands out. He's a veteran leader. JP as well, and then Julio. I mean, he's a big guy, obviously, big personality as well, but we've gotten pretty close and got to talk a lot. And then on the pitching side, it's just Logan, honestly, all of them, George, Brian, Luis Castillo we're pretty close too, so they're super welcoming, like I said, tight-knit group, and I think we're definitely going places for sure.
What'd you take, just 2 starts to go on so far? First one goes really well. Second one got touched up a little bit. Was it more about, I'm catching too much of the plate, I made a mistake with this particular hitter? What'd you take away from that?
Yeah, the numbers, I think, looked a little worse than I felt like when I walked out of the outing. I felt like there were some things I definitely wanted to take back, maybe a pitch or two, but realistically, through the first 2, I felt like I was executing my game plan, using all my pitches, and then on top of that, really just when I get into advantage counts, throwing quality pitches. I think out of the 11 hits in the last outing, I think 6 of them were like under 80 miles per hour, so it was just kind of a bad luck thing. But yeah, I don't think I'm changing too much. I think I went back out there, got 2 zeros, which was good. And that's kind of my game. There's going to be some times it doesn't go my way, but I'm never going to just fold and give in to whatever happening. I'm just going to keep going out there and grinding for my guys.
Do you shake off Cal, Logan?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay.
I've always been taught, it's your game. You have the ball, lights are on you, Yeah. Obviously, Cal's a great catcher. He's got the platinum glove, so... I'm working on it a little bit and just shaking the head yes. But there are some times for sure I definitely want to throw my pitch.
Yeah. Well, as far as, again, 2T, you're going to pitch tomorrow, right?
Yep.
I think you're scheduled for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Are there individual players you kind of daydreamed about facing? I can't wait, maybe somebody on the Tigers perhaps, but outside of that, are there players on different teams you look at and go, I hope I get a chance to face that guy?
Yeah, I think there's 2 guys that I've definitely feel like I'll be starstruck almost in a sense, but I want to hopefully pitch against Justin Verlander. Obviously matching up against DeGrom in my second start was really cool, but Verlander is my guy. I grew up watching him when I was younger. And then I want to face Ohtani. Obviously, he's the best in the world. I mean, the way he plays the game and all his skill sets are so impressive. So hoping to face him soon too.
Hey, we've been talking the last few days about Jacob Wilson and just his approach. And, how is that distracting at all he's moving around so much. Are there those kinds of things that you just, like anybody behind the plate or whatever, just block it out?
Yeah, there's things you notice, but I don't think it really throws you off. When you're out there and you're just in the zone, it's almost like the fans too. You feel the vibration, either good or bad, but it doesn't really throw you off your game plan. You kind of stick to it. For Wilson, obviously, he's got that whole shake and bake thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get to face him, but from the dugout, it looked like it would kind of like you'd notice it, but it wouldn't really throw you off too much.
Okay.
Was there anything in these 2 starts that you walked away from going, whoa, I didn't expect that? Or maybe it's the strike zone of the ump. They're not giving me the corner the way they did in the minor leagues? Or anything that you took away that was a little surprising?
Nothing negative. I thought positives when I walked away is like the first outing, I felt like even after letting up that home run in the first, it's like the same game. If I just get ahead, I can have success. And then facing Corey Seager, obviously one of the better hitters in the league, I threw him a sweeper for a first pitch, and he swung and missed out of his shoes. And I was like, you know what? Like, my stuff plays. Like, I just have to have confidence with it and trust that the game plan that the coaches and Cal give me, and then obviously what I do out there is going to create success if I have confidence in it.
Logan, I'll say this this was many, many decades ago, but I was a good rookie. I was a good because I kept my mouth shut. Are you a good rookie?
Yeah, I would say I'm a good rookie.
Yeah.
I definitely talk with the guys and razz with them, and I get the stuff that they give me. But yeah, I think I'm a pretty good rookie.
You do a good job. You're meant to be seen and not heard, they say.
Exactly.
So you said you looked up to Brandon Inge as a young guy, obviously position player. Who are the pitchers that you look at and go, man, that's the kind of game I want to have, or I want to mimic some of what they do?
Yeah. I think growing up with that same like Tigers flow is, like I mentioned, Verlander, but also Scherzer. That entire staff in the 2013 to 2015 era was like incredible, but they were all so dialed in on their game plan, and they believed what they threw was going to create success. And that's kind of what I emulate myself after. I don't really throw mechanically like any of them, and I'm not super fiery like Scherzer, but I feel like when I'm out there, I'm like dialed in and zoned in on what I want to do, and that's what I took from them.
Growing up, did you play other sports, Logan? What were you good at other than baseball, obviously?
I like to think I was good at everything. But yeah, I played basketball, I played football, both through my high school. I wanted to be a quarterback, but like I said, like the mound is where it took me. But I also grew up like playing a lot of golf too. Kind of like to feel the hands, little silky hands, and then I like to play hockey once in a while. I can't anymore, obviously, with being a professional athlete now, but once I'm done, I think I'm going to hop back on the pond and go play some puck.
Don't do anything that'll get you hurt. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of bat did you have? Were you a good hitter?
I hit pumps, but I struck out. Like it was
all or nothing?
Yeah, it was all or nothing. And I couldn't handle the failure. That's why I liked the mound better, because I felt like I had a lot more success there. When I struck out, it was like so frustrating for us.
It was hit pumps, all or nothing. So if you were to get up there now, would you? Some pitchers look like they haven't touched a bat since they were a little kid. Do you feel like you could go up there and still look representative?
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. I maybe have a lot of confidence for myself, but I like to think if I stepped in the box, I'd get a hold of one.
Yeah, it's too bad DH, man. Maybe you'd have that opportunity.
I know. Maybe one day it'll work out where we have to like pull the DH or something, and then I get to get up to the plate. I'm gonna call my shot too. I probably will swing and miss, but
he's out there pointing to the stands.
I like that, man. You got to have a little bit of, I don't want to say arrogance, but like you have to have some confidence going in, right?
Yeah.
And so the fact that you saying all this, you look like a confident guy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just try to. You can definitely toe the line and be a little excessive. I don't like to do that, but I like to have confidence for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, you've had one start here, one on the road. Do you do anything different in terms of? I mean, this is a pitcher's park. Is it somewhere you feel like I can get a little bit more aggressive? I can go after more, put the ball in play, because I know it's probably not going to leave the yard the way it does in other parks?
You know, that's like a common thought that I've heard, but I don't think so. I don't think that I do anything different. Like I said, just commit to myself. I know I'm a guy who uses all my pitches, and I'd like to think that I throw a lot of strikes. Depending on where I'm playing, it doesn't really matter. It definitely helps psychologically knowing that this is a pitcher's park, but I don't think it really affects me too much.
Logan, 2 questions. One is, has anybody noticed you yet? Like walking around Seattle, whatever? Have you had people come up to you?
Yeah, I was actually shopping yesterday on my off day, and a few of the guys who work at Nordstrom came up to me like, "When's your next start?" And I was like, "Whoa, this is kind of weird."
That's
people
cool.
know me, but yeah, it was cool.
What do you do off the field to take your mind off baseball?
I'm a big family and friends guy, so I like to hang out with family, friends, whoever's out visiting me. And then, like I said, I like to golf. I do like my shopping sprees, so I like to spend a little money for sure. But yeah, those are the main basic things I like to do.
How do you like doing the media stuff? Is this, I think it seems like it's always fun in the beginning, and then once you're in the league for a few years, you're going to be like, I got to talk to Wyman and Bob again. Oh, for the love of God, man.
I don't really mind it at all. It's just a simple conversation, but I like to enjoy it, and I like to give fans a glimpse of what I'm thinking and what I'm doing too. I think it's pretty cool what we get to do with the media.
Did Logan and Cal and everybody in there tell you how awesome we are?
No, unfortunately, they didn't.
What?
But I didn't get to talk to any of them. So when I come back and I tell them I talked to you guys,
they'll vouch for us.
Yeah, of course.
Now, are you a guy the day you pitch that, hey, don't talk to me, I got headphones on, I need to be in the zone? Or are you out there amongst your teammates? How do you handle your start days?
Yeah, I like to just be social, treat it like it's another day. When I'm doing my pre-work is when I'll throw on my headphones and listen to a little bit of music. But that's probably a 30-minute period where I'm not talking to anybody, kind of just getting myself zoned in. And then when I get out here, I don't really talk much. Obviously, just plotting what I'm going to do, mostly in the first inning, but how I'm going to approach the start. And then when I get into the dugout, I like to chat with the guys just a little bit. Nothing crazy, though.
What are you listening to on the headphones?
I'm a big rap guy, so
yeah?
I like my walkouts. Travis Scott. I like to listen to Travis Scott, Lil Baby, all those rappers. So yeah, I like to get in the zone for sure.
Same stuff Dave likes too.
I was going to say, the second he walked up, I was like, he looks like a rap guy.
Yeah.
No question about it.
He looks like a Lil Baby fan, right?
Hey, what's a pissed off Logan Evans look like? Like you seem like such a nice guy. But sometimes you get fiery on the field.
Yeah.
What are those moments like?
I don't outwardly show it, but I definitely will have times where I'm pretty tense and get fired up for sure. Really, when I struck out the guy in the fifth to end my outing in Miami, I gave the fist. That's kind of a lot of what I do. Nothing crazy, but that would be my emotion showing. But that's me pretty fired up. And there will be some times where I look up into the crowd, give a little wave, get it going. But yeah, I don't get fired up too often, but when I do, you'll be able to tell it.
There we go.
Nice. Well, hopefully we're seeing that tomorrow. It means things are going well.
Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, Logan, hey, good to talk to you, man. Really appreciate you coming out here.
Thank you, guys.
Wish you nothing but the best.
Appreciate it.
I know the fans love it. Logan Evans of your Seattle Mariners. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you.